Did you know that nearly 75% of your success in life is tied to how well you communicate with others? Whether you're landing a job, making friends, or growing a business, your ability to talk to people can make or break your success. Yet, most people never learn how to master this skill. Here's the shocking truth: research shows that only 7% of communication is about the words you say. The rest? It's body language, tone of voice, and how well you listen. That means what you don't say is just as important as what you do. In this video, we'll show you the secrets to becoming a better speaker. We'll reveal simple strategies that can transform your conversations, from unlocking your inner charisma to mastering the art of listening. Plus, you'll learn how to make every word count with storytelling tricks that will captivate anyone. Ready to unlock your potential? Let's dive into how you can start talking to people in a way that leaves a lasting impression. Chapter 1: Unlock your inner charisma. When you step into a room, do people notice you? If not, it might be time to unlock your inner charisma. Charisma isn't just for famous leaders or Hollywood stars, it's something anyone can develop. In fact, studies show that 93% of communication is non-verbal. That means your body language, tone, and energy speak louder than your words. Start by standing tall. A confident posture tells the world that you're sure of yourself. If you slouch, people may subconsciously perceive you as unsure or untrustworthy. The next time you walk into a conversation, stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, and take a deep breath. The difference in how people respond will be striking. Here's a quick tip from Harvard psychologist Amy Cuddy: practice power poses. In her research, she found that holding a power pose for just 2 minutes, like standing with your hands on your hips, can actually raise your testosterone levels and lower your stress hormone, cortisol. This can help you feel more confident in any situation. Charisma also comes from making others feel important. Dale Carnegie, in his classic book How to Win Friends and Influence People, emphasizes that a person's name is the sweetest sound in any language. When you greet someone and use their name, you instantly make them feel valued. People love to be recognized, so take the time to remember and use names in conversations. Don't forget the power of a smile. A warm, genuine smile can be the difference between an awkward conversation and a memorable one. Studies suggest that smiling not only makes you appear more approachable but can also lift your own mood. It's contagious. Chapter 2: The Art of Listening like a Pro. It's easy to think that being a great speaker is all about talking. But the truth is, the best communicators are also excellent listeners. Listening is a skill that's often overlooked, but it's critical for building strong relationships. Active listening is key. This means truly focusing on the speaker and avoiding distractions. Did you know that in 2019, a study from the University of Maryland found that 75% of people multitask during conversations? But here's the catch: multitasking makes you miss key details and reduces the quality of your connection. Next time someone talks to you, put your phone down and give him your full attention. One strategy to improve listening is mirroring. This means repeating or paraphrasing what someone just said to show you understand. If someone tells you, "I'm feeling really stressed about work," you might respond with, "It sounds like work has been overwhelming for you lately." This simple technique helps to build rapport and makes the other person feel heard. Another way to listen like a pro is to use open-ended questions. Instead of asking yes/no questions, ask something like, "What's been the most challenging part of your project?" This invites the speaker to share more and opens up deeper conversations. Listening is also about being present. It's easy to nod and smile, but are you really absorbing what's being said? Practicing mindfulness can help you tune into the moment. In his book The Art of Listening, Eric Fromm highlights that true listening means not just hearing words but also understanding the underlying emotions behind them. It's a powerful way to connect. Chapter 3: The Power of Pauses. Silence speaks louder. When we're nervous, we often rush our words. But here's a little secret: silence can be more powerful than speaking. Pauses in conversation give your words weight and meaning. They show that you're thoughtful, confident, and in control. The next time you're speaking, try this: instead of filling silence with or pause for a moment. In fact, research from the University of California found that brief pauses can increase your credibility and make you appear more knowledgeable. This works especially well in professional settings or public speaking. Pauses are also a great way to allow your audience to absorb information. When you rush through a speech or conversation, people can feel overwhelmed. But by inserting pauses, you give them time to reflect on what you just said. Think of it as giving your words space to breathe. Pauses also help you gather your thoughts. Have you ever been in a conversation where you didn't know what to say next? That's where a well-placed pause can come in handy. Instead of rushing to fill the silence with filler words, take a moment to think about your response. It shows that you value what you're about to say and that it's important. And here's an interesting statistic. According to a 2020 study in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior, speakers who used pauses effectively were rated as more confident and competent than those who didn't. The right pause can make your speech or conversation feel more impactful. Incorporating pauses into your speech doesn't just help with confidence, it also allows you to stay focused. When you're not constantly speaking, you give yourself time to ensure your message is clear and deliberate. So next time you're talking to someone, embrace the pause. It's not awkward, it's a sign of control. When you use silence wisely, you show that you are not afraid to let your words resonate. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all the tips and strategies to become a better speaker and communicator. Let's continue the journey. Chapter 4: The Magnetic Mindset. How to speak with purpose. Ever notice how some people seem to speak with intention, like every word they say matters? That's the power of speaking with purpose. When you talk, it's not just about filling space with words, it's about sending a message that resonates. Speaking with purpose allows you to communicate more effectively and leave a lasting impression. One way to start speaking with purpose is to know your goal. Before every conversation, ask yourself, what do I want to achieve here? Whether it's offering support, sharing an idea, or simply making a connection, clarity is key. A 2018 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that clear intentions in conversations lead to stronger social bonds and better communication. Another strategy is to be concise. Research by the University of California suggests that people prefer messages that are short and direct. In fact, the study found that people retain 60% more information when messages are brief and to the point. So, the next time you speak, try to focus on the core message. Cut out unnecessary details and say what needs to be said, without the fluff. But purpose doesn't just come from knowing your message, it also comes from your tone. When you speak, your voice should match your intent. If you're excited about an idea, let that energy shine through. If it's a serious topic, lower your tone for gravity. The Harvard Business Review emphasizes how tone can change the way your message is received. People will listen more attentively if your voice is in sync with your words. Being purposeful also means using words that inspire action. Phrases like, "Let's make this happen," or "We can do this together," create a sense of shared mission. This is powerful in both personal and professional settings, especially when you want to motivate others. Lastly, be aware of your non-verbal cues. The body doesn't lie. If you speak with purpose but your body language suggests hesitation or uncertainty, people will pick up on it. Make sure your body aligns with your words to strengthen your message. Chapter 5: Storytelling Secrets. Turning words into magic. Have you ever listened to someone tell a story and felt completely captivated? That's the magic of storytelling. It's not just about sharing facts, it's about weaving a narrative that sparks emotions and engages the listener. Storytelling can make you a more compelling speaker and help you build stronger connections with others. One effective way to tell a great story is to start with a hook. According to research from Stanford University, stories with strong openings are remembered 22 times more than those without. Whether it's a shocking fact, a question, or an intriguing scenario, grab your audience's attention right away. Once you've hooked them, take them on a journey. A good story has a beginning, middle, and end. You don't need to write a novel, just make sure you have a clear structure. In Made to Stick, Chip and Dan Heath explain how stories are much more memorable when they follow this simple framework. The middle part of the story should introduce a challenge or conflict, while the end provides a resolution. To make your story more relatable, include sensory details. This allows your audience to picture the scene in their minds. For instance, instead of saying, "I had a tough day," describe how it felt. "I woke up late, spilled coffee on my shirt, and by lunchtime, I was exhausted from running around." Vivid details bring your story to life. Another way to make your story more engaging is to appeal to emotions. People remember stories that make them feel something, whether it's joy, sadness, or inspiration. In his book The Storytelling Animal, Jonathan Gottschall discusses how our brains are wired for stories that evoke emotions. Don't shy away from showing vulnerability in your stories, it makes you more human and relatable. A well-timed pause in the middle of a story can also increase suspense. According to a study by Psychological Science, people are more likely to engage with stories that have pauses, as it builds anticipation. Use silence to let your audience hang on your next words. Finally, use humor when appropriate. It makes stories more enjoyable and memorable. Even in serious discussions, a touch of lightheartedness can create balance and help you connect with your audience. Just remember to keep it authentic. Forced humor won't have the same impact. Chapter 6: Conversational Chemistry. Building instant rapport. Have you ever met someone and felt like you've known them forever? That's the magic of rapport. Building rapport quickly is one of the most valuable skills for any communicator. It helps you establish trust, make a connection, and create positive interactions that can last. One of the easiest ways to build rapport is through mirroring. This means subtly copying the other person's gestures, speech patterns, or posture. A 2018 study published in Psychological Science found that people feel more comfortable and connected with someone who mirrors their behavior. It's a natural way to create bonds without saying a word. Active listening also plays a huge role in building rapport. When you listen attentively, it shows that you care about the other person's thoughts and feelings. Don't just nod along, ask questions that show you're engaged, like, "What happened next?" or "How did it make you feel?" This invites the other person to open up more. Next, use humor to break the ice. Studies show that humor can build rapport quickly, especially when it's shared in a positive, inclusive way. Just be sure it's appropriate for the context. A well-placed joke or light-hearted comment can make both you and your conversation partner feel more comfortable. Another way to build rapport is by finding common ground. People naturally feel connected when they share interests or experiences. So, if someone mentions they love a certain movie or hobby, bring it up in conversation. You might say, "I've seen that movie too, what did you think of the ending?" This shows that you have something in common, which builds trust. Remember, genuine curiosity is key. People love talking about themselves, so ask open-ended questions that invite deeper responses. Instead of asking, "Did you have a good weekend?" try, "What was the highlight of your weekend?" This opens the door for more meaningful conversation and helps you learn more about the person. Lastly, keep the conversation positive. Negative conversations, or focusing on complaints, can push people away. A 2017 study by the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that positive emotions and affirmations are linked to stronger connections. Even if you have to talk about a difficult topic, try to focus on the solution or the silver lining. By using these strategies, mirroring, active listening, humor, finding common ground, and staying positive, you'll be able to build rapport quickly and create lasting connections with anyone you meet. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on how to master the art of conversation and become a great speaker.